Hello, hello. So I'm doing a live. I'm using a different platform. We're actually putting together my pages and transferring everything there. So I'm doing the live here, but do not worry, I'm sharing it on my other platforms anyway. So nothing is lost, and you'll be able, obviously, to be able to follow them as well. So what to expect with those retrogrades? So we started to have Venus retrograde yesterday. And today we do have Jupiter retrograde as well. So yesterday, the planet of love, of beauty, of relationships, of, yes, anything to do with upstyle, with beauty, renovation, anything to do with that sense of, of pretty and definitely very feminine planet as well. Went into retrograde, so not a good time to do any of that. You might be very disappointed with the result. And also it is linked with money, unfortunately, because Venus got the purse. She's got the purse with the money, with the coins as well. So you try not to do a new venture or a new relationship, definitely not, but neither a new venture with money at that point. You want to wait, and that we will be moving forward. Now, today we also have Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, that is also going retrograde. So, and then as I said, we will have also Mercury that will be retrograde. We've got some other aspects as well, but for the moment they are the main ones to be concerned. The rest with Saturn or other things will be more linked in finishing what we are going through. So what it is teaching us all that there is a reason, obviously, why we are going through those retrogrades. It doesn't happen just like that by chance, without being there for a reason. So all that is actually stopping us into our tracks to kind of think, to kind of say, okay, what do I do now? Who am I? Who am I really? Because at the end of the day, obviously, the world, as I said, is changing. We are in the eye of the cyclone now, type of thing. We're not done yet. I wish I could say the other way. I really wish I could. But unfortunately, I won't. I won't tell you that. I will tell you that it really is the eye of the cyclone. And then after that, in November, and definitely by next year, by February, you will see what I mean. And the way things are actually changing and evolving. So again, it's a little bit similar to the power and the institutions and everything crumbling down into that new world of wanting to reinvent the self, understanding the self, but also knowing our places into the world, how we can help others, how we can be part of that universe. So it's really a time now to reflect, because obviously, as you are not going to be able to move forwards as you want, as the universe is going to kind of, put you against the wall type of thing, especially after 3 retrogrades. When we'll be in Mercury retrograde, you will really see the impact of it, because when there are, 3 of them working together, that's pretty full on. Huh? You can see already a full moon, the effect that it's got, or you can see, the tide with the moon and thousands of liters of water. You can imagine those planets stopping us, especially when it's going to be, planet like today, with Jupiter. You don't negotiate that. I mean, it's 40 times the size of the moon, right? I mean, compared to that, we are really nothing, trust me. So I'm not saying we are not in control of our thoughts and we are not in control of our actions, because that we always are. You cannot blame it on the planet in that sense, the way you react. The energy, yes, it's not your fault, but the reaction is. So always make sure that it is well aspected with where you want to go and what you want to create or what you want to do. So definitely a lot of changes are coming, and definitely it's going to be pushing you in your thoughts and wanting to know who you are, what you want, taking it more easy. I wouldn't want to swim against that tide. Again, as I said, just the moon, you can see the tides that the moon can do. Imagine that you've got 3 of them. You don't want to be trying to go, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be successful, and I'm going to create this, and it's going to be all right, and stuff like that. No, you're going to end up completely exhausted. And by the time we are in Mercury retrograde, you'll be a mess. In other words, and you probably might even end up sick just because you are going to be completely exhausted and you're not going to get anywhere. So I strongly suggest you actually go with the flow. And again, it is really the calm before, things start changing and moving again, like we've just had before. So the good questions are who you are, how you want to develop yourself. Have you started when I said, you know, launch? All the things that you have started, just try to finish them. Try to be excellent at what you started. Try to refine them. Finish that book, finish that program, finish setting up your business, finish creating all the things that you wanted to create, because in fact it is the time to do that. It is the time to actually be finer and better at what you started. You want to everything come in within. You want to be looking after yourself. You want to be looking after your body. You want to be resting. You want to generate a better relationship with the people that you already know and that you've already met. So better relationship with your old clients. You want to be looking after them. You want to be helping them actually, because they're probably going to be feeling really not well by the time we reach the 3rd retrograde. So they're going to be needing support. So if you are in the industry of the healing industry, if you are in the industry of making people feel good, or understand themselves and growing from inside and getting better and having the support, that is absolutely awesome. I would strongly suggest to do some special for your old clients. Remember, they are 80% more likely to buy things from you, and they're going to need you. So I would strongly suggest that you say, okay, look, I'm doing a special. You're probably not feeling well, or this is what I'm offering for you to feel better. And I would really appreciate it, because they are going to need to refill their energies. They are going to need to be looked after. So that's where I will go. I will definitely go back to the past. Finish cleaning what you have, finish organizing what you have. Anything to do with RE, by the time we will reach Mercury. We're not there yet. Mercury actually goes retrograde. I'm going to give you the dates, the exact dates. But yeah, it's from the 18th of June to the 12th of July. So that will be Mercury. But for the moment, obviously, we've got Venus and Jupiter. Starting today, Jupiter starting to slow everything down. So if you think, oh my gosh, I've gone out, the doors are reopened, but nothing is exactly the same, it's kind of quiet, not all the shops are reopened, what's going on? And maybe you were expecting to find, you know, things the way they were before, and suddenly you're like, no, in fact, it has changed. Well, yes, definitely it has changed. We're not going back towards the past. The past is always behind, it's not up front. That's the first thing to know. The only constant in life is changes, right? So I know human nature, we would love to be able to hang on what we know, but the universe is never going to allow us, because we are always changing, we are always shifting. The whole story of us being here is to become a better version of ourselves, right? So it's to learn, it's to expand, it's to change, and always be able to modify. And especially we are in the era of Aquarius, so it's definitely linked with changes all the time. So that's where we are going to be going. So let that change happen, embrace it, don't fight it, and try to analyze it. Look after the people that you already know. So anything to do with the past and things that you've already started, as I was saying before, just focus on that and make things better, make yourself better, look after yourself, look after your health. You're going to need it, by the way. So I don't want to be freaking people out, but the virus is there, right? It's not going to go anywhere. It's mutating because Mother Nature is forcing it to mutate. She didn't create it, so she's not happy about it. So she's going to make it mutate. And so you want to be healthy. So you want to look after your body. You want to have started a diet. You want to get rid of anything that is processed, that is negative chemicals. You want to be, giving it what it needs. Zinc is a very good one, very good to fight the coronavirus. So zinc is definitely something that you want to take, and some other stuffs if you need. So look, if you are out there back, and you want to have a blood test, seeing what you are, missing, only if you really need to. Otherwise, avoid doctors, I'm guessing, and hospitals as much as you can. But otherwise, yes, if you can know what is your body missing, exercise, the sun, positivity, yoga, anti-stress. Stress is a big one, and definitely giving all the minerals and things like that you need. But I'm not a specialist, so there's some people. Actually, I have them in the elite, some people like Tracy or other people that I know that are awesome. So if you need someone, don't hesitate. I will guide you to someone that can look after you. I will even look at your star sign, making sure I can find the right person for you. I've got awesome elites that can be looking after you for that. But yes, that's definitely the time where you want to be going towards the past, going towards the self, the love that you want to give to your children. the world that you want to be creating, because obviously all that taught us a lesson that we were dependent on a system, that maybe you didn't keep on going and making money online because you were dependent on a job or a place or a physical aspect, that you want to be having more freedom, working online, more linked with technology and the tools, and if possible no 5G. That will be better. Yeah, it does create some problems, and that I'm sure didn't help with the virus, but yeah, working differently and having that sense of freedom and purpose as well. That's the right time to know your purpose, who you are, and how you're going to be able to help and belong to that society coming up, because that is going to be the word on everybody's mouths. Purpose, society, being part of the human whole, standing up for our differences. That is going to be the language we're going to be speaking, especially from next February 2021. So ask yourself the right questions, because the universe is pushing us towards that, right? And it's pushing us and it's helping us to stop, to rest. And you're going to think, well, we did rest, but no, maybe not, maybe we were in the fire of action. Maybe we didn't do the right rest, or the right questions, or the right healing, or the right finishing things to make sure that we will be ready to launch things. A lot of people have been asking me when is a good time to launch new things. I strongly recommend the 14th of November with that new moon. It's probably the best. That's when I will be launching all my diary, planners, and calendars, and all these kind of things, and some other stuff as well. You will see with that new moon, we're working on that. So yes, the same with Astrolife. We're getting better programs, better at everything that we are, websites, the whole lot. It's all getting worked on and getting ready, and then we will be launching to make sure it will be able to help as many people. And if you are in that industry, I can tell you a lot of people are going to need support and help. So work on your programs, get ready, because in that new world there's going to be a lot of people that are going to need to reinvent themselves, or to do things differently, or that are going to need support with what's coming up, or what is also keeping on going. Obviously, as far as the economy is concerned, it is an economical war at the end of the day. So a lot of businesses and a lot of people are going down economically speaking, and they're going to need support. So the whole idea is love, self-love, helping others as well. So that is going to be very, very important, and you're going to see how important that is into the new world, because it's going to be all about that, helping others and supporting others. So do the best that you can. I know it's not easy. I know a lot of people are struggling. They're going through a hard time, but just keep on doing the best that you can each time. That's all you can do anyway. And you keep on going towards that way, because that's where we're going. That's towards human nature, human support, all the things that are humanitarian, and there will be some association rising next year for sure, and a lot of things like that. So if you've got any ideas going towards that sense, please do so, because there's going to be a lot of healing and support needed. So that's it. Take care of yourselves, be gentle on yourselves, be gentle also in relationship. Yes, Venus has gone retrograde. Yes, it might make relationship less pretty and more difficulty to communicate, and go back to the love. Love will always win. So go back to your self-love and trying to be understanding and doing things with the most compassion as you can. And because we're all going through the same thing at the same time, right? I mean, we're all in the same boat with that one. We cannot stop it. So let's try to make things as nice and smooth as we can for each other. And that's the best we can do. That's it. Talk to you very, very soon. I will do a live every day anyway. I will find the time and I will talk about some aspects, new aspects that we have tomorrow. Because even though we go through the retrogrades, there's still some good aspects and some others. There's not just those planets. There's the other planets, and I've got some great news, especially by the end of the week. So don't worry. There's some good stuff coming up as well. Bye, everyone. Ciao, ciao. Bye.